right, so let's start the season. I think it's going to be a terrible season. We all saw the lineup we had. We're not going to win any games, and we're not going to go to the finals. That's how this game works, right, Dylan? I did it right this time. Let's simulate through the first month and hope for the worst. So 6-6 after the first month. Pretty mediocre, if I do say so myself. We'll check out our leader in points. It is Jay O'Brien. I don't know, I kept calling him Jim O'Brien. That's not his name. It's Jay O'Brien, 12 points in 12 games. Good start for him. Let's see how everyone else is doing. O'Brien with 12, Sundqvist with 10, and Wahlstrom with 9. That's what I want to see out of my top line. Each one of them producing relatively well. Heiskanen with 7, big signing right there. Newhook with 5, that's not bad. Kapari with 5, Lindholm with 5. Marcus Lee with 4 points. He already got 3 goals. You know, he's killing it. Kotkaniemi has been awful. I feel like I might trade him. He's been pretty bad. Holy shit! My plus minus is a 0, guys, and I scored a goal. It's a record. All right, let's simulate through another month. Pretty good month of November. 14-8-2 now on the season. Check out the point totals. Oliver Wahlstrom, Ollie Wall, the new captain of the Louisville Alliance, with 21 points. 6 goals, 15 assists. Sundqvist with 20 points in 24 games. O'Brien was a bit injured, but almost at a point per game. Turcotte with 13 points. Not too bad. Kaprizov finally putting up some points as well. See how I'm doing. Heiskanen didn't get any points that month, but he's +4 at least, so good for him. Marcus Lee with 7 points on the season. I'm a +2 with 3 points. Oh, Telon's a +4 with 3 points. Shit's going nuts. Check how goalie tending is doing. That is pretty damn good. 9-3-1 save percentage, two goals against, pretty much. Dwiz putting on a show so far. It's not good enough, though. It's still terrible. Still terrible. We'll lose this month as well, so it's fine. 22, 12, and 3. 22 and 15 at the end of December. A couple injuries going into January from me and Newhook and myself. Second time I've been injured this season. Not too happy about that. Ollie Wahlstrom with 33 points in 37 games. Once again, not putting up crazy point totals. I don't get it. Sundqvist with 32 and Jay O'Brien with 30, but at least they're all like relatively close to each other. Turcotte with 19. Heiskanen with 19. Had a hell of a month that time. 10 points that month. See how Telon and I are doing. Marcus Lee with 11 points. It's a good acquisition right there. Telon, a -6. Yeesh. Went from a +4 to a -6. 8 points, though. I assume I'm a minus player. Oh, I'm still a +3. 5 points. Yes. Killing it. If I stay out, I can't get scored on, right? So. Was still doing particularly well. So is Husso as well. They're both putting up pretty similar numbers, so that's good. Now I realize I haven't been checking the overalls, so let me do that real quick. We are first in our division. That's nice. Western Conference, we got Switzerland Goats, Alberta Oil Kings, and the Newfoundland Whalers with Chad Kingsley, the Goat. And at the bottom is London, Finland, and Saskatchewan. Eastern, we got Atlanta Heat in the top, California Spartans, and New Orleans Origins. Interesting, with Louisville following suit. At the bottom of the East, we got Utah Royals, Alabama Stampede, and the Kansas Wiz. All right, almost 30 wins on the season already. It's like, what, 29 and 21 on the season? Not too shabby. Could be better, but we're coming up on the trade deadline. I might make a trade. I'm not sure yet. I might trade away Kotkaniemi. I'm not really a fan of his play right now. Sundqvist leading the team with 46 points. O'Brien with 44 and Wahlstrom with 44. Dumbo with 28. Lindholm with 27, picking it up. Turcotte with 23. Miro Heiskanen with 23 as well. Ari with 21. Alex Newhook with 20. Not too shabby. Marcus Lee's been a hell of a pickup, man. 20 points. Fourth line minutes, you know. Kotkaniemi have only 17 points. I'm pretty sure he's playing second line minutes. Telon's still at a -4, but has 12 points. A +5 still with 7 points. Breakout year, boys. Breakout year. Sign that contract. Goalies, bit of a stumble in that month, but hopefully they could bounce back. Let's check out the standings. Over here, still first in our division by 2 points at least. Western Conference is the Polar Bears, the Switzerland Goats, and Czech Republic. Bottom of the West is the London Dragons, Saskatchewan Stallions, and the Germany Adler. Eastern Conference, Spartans, Heats, and Origins, followed by me. Okay, that's good. Still in the same spot. Can't complain. Wiz, Stampede, and Royals, bottom of the East. March 2nd. Yeesh. That's going to hurt a bit, I think. Now I think it looks like we're going to... Oh, Drew Franklin's been injured. April 16th. There goes our starting goalie. Yeah, so we're not going to make a trade at the traded line. I think we're okay. Oh, I'm injured again. March 18th. Swell. So we lost our starting goalie. We had to pick up a backup for a backup, but we had a pretty decent start to the month, as you see. Big time win streak. It kind of faltered near the end, but 37 and 26 on the season thus far. 53 points for Ollie Wallstrom, 10 points off of a point per game status. Sundqvist has 50 points in 60 games. O'Brien's got 49 points in 48 games. If he wasn't injured, he's also injured till like April, so, or something like that. Hopefully he'll be back for playoffs. Down by 37 points. Lindholm with 33. Turcotte with 30. How's everyone else doing? Marcus Lee 26. Telon 14 points, but he's a -10. Hey, I'm still a plus player. +3, 8 points. Killing it. Western Conference, Switzerland Goats, Sweden Viking, and Czech Republic Police, top 3 in the West. And we also have London Dragons, Finland Flash, and the Germany Adler. Eastern Conference, California Spartans, Atlanta Heat, and Louisville Lions. Look at that, we took the 3rd spot. Good stuff. Bottom of the East is Utah Royals, Alabama Stampede, and the Kansas Whistle. That's been pretty much the same all year. Slavin, oh, of course, there goes one of our defensemen until April 13th with the MCL sprain. Thanks a lot, game. Henrik Sundqvist has been injured again April 3rd. Oh my god. Crazy. Back-to-back 3 losses in a row. Oh boy. We can't be doing this. 4 losses in a row. Nearing the end of the season. Can we not, please? 5 losses in a row. This is unbelievable. 6 in a row. 7. 8 losses in a row. 8 losses in a row. Did I even make the playoffs? That's the question right now. With 8 losses in a row. It's not looking like it. I'm pretty sure I missed the playoffs because of that. I totally did. Totally did. Yep. Terrible. Just terrible. How many points? I just want to see how many points we missed it by. Alright, so Western Conference was Switzerland Goats, Hamilton Tigers, Newfoundland Whalers, Alberta Oil Kings, Czech Republic Police, Russia Kamashka, Sweden Viking, and Germany Adler. Halifax missed by a point. Alaska missed by 2, so did Saskatchewan. BC missed by a couple, by 4. Eastern Conference, Atlanta Heats, California Spartans, New York Knights, New Orleans Orange, Seattle Ice Hawks, Houston Outlaws, Florida Gators, North Dakota Bulldogs, 88 points. 2 points. 2 fucking points. Lost 8 games in a row going into the end of the season, and that is why you don't make the playoffs. And of course, to the North Dakota Bulldogs of all teams, right? Commit genocide on this roster. It's looking like it right now, bud. After that shit, how do you lose 8 in a row when your playoffs are on the line? You ever think this game hates you? Yeah. So we have the Czech Republic Police versus Russia. We got Switzerland versus Germany. Whalers versus Oilers, or Oil Kings. Tigers versus Sweden. Then we have Seattle versus North Dakota. New York versus Houston. California versus New Orleans. Atlanta Atlanta versus Florida. Just going to simulate the rest of the playoffs here. A few retired players here. Let's see who retired. Alex Ovechkin of the Oil Kings has retired 1,708 games played, 1,708 games played, almost 1,000 goals, 1,751 points. James Arnemzek retired, Eberle, Shen, Little, Petrangelo, Kadri, Foligno, Shattenkirk, Zucker, Anders Lee, Dadonov, Nicoletti, Jake Muzzin, Michael Bodker, Jake Gardner, Sammy Vats, Dmitry Orlov, Richard Panik, Ian Cole, Tobias Reeder, Brandon Dillon, and a whole bunch of other players. Let's all scan down real quick. Check out goalies. See who retired here. By games played. That's defenseman hero. Goalies. There you go. Braden Holtby, Antti Rantna, James Reimer, Aaron Dell, Michael Hutchinson, and Jacob Markstrom all retiring. So the playoffs are over, and the Atlanta Heat are once again World of Hockey champions. Let's look at the western side first. The Czech Republic Kolis beat the Russia Kamacha. Switzerland beats Germany. The Whalers beat the Oil Kings. And then Sweden beat Hamilton. Then Sweden beat the Whalers. Switzerland beats the Kolis. Then Sweden beat Switzerland to get to the finals. On the eastern side, Seattle beat North Dakota 4-2. New York beat Houston 4-1. The Origins beat the Spartans 4-2, and I believe Atlanta beat Florida 4-3, and then Atlanta beat the Origins 4-3. New York beat Seattle 4-2, then Atlanta beat the Knights 4-1, and then they beat Sweden 4-1. And that's how that panned out. Let's go ahead and look at the awards and see who won what this year. We already know who won the cup, so let's simulate the player awards. Johnny Gaudreau with the Art Ross and the Hart Memorial. Ivan Provorov wins the James Norris. Lady Bing goes to Johnny Gaudreau. Fitzpatrick wins the Calder. Matt Murray with the Conn Smythe. Vezina Ilya Samsonov. M. Ho wins the William M. Jennings. Stanley wins the Bill Masterson. The Cass wins the Frank J. Selke. Johnny Gaudreau wins to Ted Lindsay, and the Maurice Richau goes to Landon Chow. Maurice Richau. Richard to check the AHL, see if anybody we recognize in the AHL won anything. Doesn't look like it. Nope. So Alabama Stampede had Heikkila with 64, Wenberg with 57, and Arvidsson with 53. Alaska Polar Bears, Provorov with 68, Couturier with 67, Rana with 51. Roberto Oil Kings, Kaliev with 54, Arvido with 54, and Wade Van Ryan with 47. They also had Ovechkin. He probably led their team in points. Atlanta Heat, Landon Chow with 89 points, 51 goals. Taylor Hall with 81 points. Ivan Barbashev with 72. Baltimore Beast, Adam Rice finished with 63 points, 40 goals, of course. William Nylander with 57, and Nathan Ben with 57. Hedberg led in Baltimore, BC with 72 points. Vince with 60 points. Abramov 59. California Spartans. Patrick Laine with 75. Tarasenko with 64. And Quinn Hughes with 58. 40-goal season for a defenseman. Next time I'm drafting Quinn Hughes. Sylvain Donny with 75. Asher Bitts with 69. Alexis Lafreniere with 59, who's still not putting up points the way he should be. Czech Republic, Picard with 72, Malgin with 64, Broberg with 52, Finland Flash, Matthews with 69, DeBrincat with 59, and Schwartz with 58. Florida Gators, Eichel with 71, Denisenko with 65, and Volkov with 54. Germany Adler, Jack Hughes with 55 points, that's a letdown year. Barzell with 55, and Cody Glass with 53. Those are three big centermen right there. Halifax Mariners, Magnapon with 59, Hartman with 56, Shea with 45, Hamilton Tigers, Jeff Skinner with 80 points, damn. Dino with 77, and Chittle with 57. Houston Outlaws, Barkov with 92 points, Malmstrom with 90, and Fitzpatrick with 78. That was the rookie. What's his overall? 90 overall. As a rookie? How old is he? 21? Yeesh. That dude's going to be something, eh? Kansas Wiz, Gordon Miller with 54 points, Ratner with 54, and Bodquist with 48. The Dragons, McKinnon with 68, Friesen with 66, Owen Tippett with 52. Louisville Lions, Wallstrom with 67 points in 82 games. Jay O'Brien with 61 points in 66 games, pretty good. Sundquist with 60 points in 76 games. Pasternak, 73 points. Kyle Connor, 73 points. And Darius Calder with 59. New Orleans Origins, Mironov 75, Aho with 72, and Pedersen with 67. New York Knights, Heischer with 82, Monahan with 79, Reinhardt with 77. Newfoundland Whalers, Gaudreau with 114 points. Damn, 83 assists. Svechnikov with 98 points. That's impressive too. And Chad Kingsley, the Kingsley with 90 points. 45-45 split down the middle. What a beast. 114 points for Johnny Gaudreau. North Dakota Bulldogs, 85 points for Connor McDavid. 64 for Cade Hancock. 64 for Nylander. Quebec Huskies, Blomstrad with 63, Bombs with 56, and Kucherov with 55. Russia Kamashka, Fabulous 60 points, Kuznetsov 59, and Sagan with 57. Stallions, Brock Besser with 63, Seal with 60, Vesalainen with 51. Seattle Ice Hawks, Mitch Marner with 87, Corey Rice with another 50-goal season with 78 points, and Matt Savage with 68 points. Sweden Viking guard Draisaitl with 78, Forsberg with 77, Nekas with 66, Switzerland Goats, Volchenkov, Mink and Zaitsev. Braden Point with 71 points for the Royals. Ehlers with 67 and Callum with 59. Wisconsin Bucks, Lucas Raymond with 64, Clayton Keller with 57, and Craig with 41. I'm gonna check the goalies real quick. I just want to see if any goalie had like ridiculous numbers. These are pretty good. Utah Royals, Jari, Switzerland, Sweden, Seattle. These numbers are pretty decent. Backs were terrible. Jones put up a 912. Pekka Luukkonen with a 924. That's pretty good. Ho with the 927. Yeah, that makes sense. 922, 237 for Drew. That's not bad. Hellbuck with the 911. He's done better to Hellbuck. That's what I want out of him. So, get Rich with 925. 925 for Carter Hart. Samsonov won the Vezina, didn't he? With 928, 221. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That dude's name was Bear Mink. Yeah, it was. So Adams at 91 overall. He's got 40 goals, 23 assists, and 16 penalty minutes this season. Pretty good. Check out his full stats here. 322 shots, jeez. 17 minutes of time on ice. 55 on the face-offs. Pretty impressive. Chad Kingsley, this is the guy who works like 95 overall. Chad Kingsley. 45 goals, 45 assists, 22 penalty minutes, 36 plus minus. Look at those stats, though, eh? 83 speed. He's getting there. He's learning how to skate, fellas. Gotta watch out once he learns how to skate. $13 million contract, you know? Ugh, crazy. See how his other stats looked. I can't go across for some reason. Let's reopen this, and the king has taken over. Yeah, he has. How does the playoff stats look? Let's see. 10 games played, 7 points. That's not bad. Okay. I don't want preseason, season stats. That's what we want. 250 shots, 18% shooting. Jeez. 173 hits. Pretty good season there, Mr. Kingsley. Corey Rice, 93 overall, 50 goals, 28 assists, plus 42, 18 penalty minutes. Guy's a stud. Oh, new contract for him. He's gonna make some bank next season. Got 50 goals, 48, 50, 50, 41, 46, 42. That's nuts, man. Those numbers are crazy. 18 power play points, 11 power play goals. Nutty points. Check my brother out since he's next in line. 78 games played, 29 goals, 39 assists, 49 49 penalty minutes, plus 17. Is he at the end of his contract too? Yeah, so he's going to get a payday as well. One of them's probably going to leave the team, I'd imagine. See how his face-off total was. 57%. That's pretty damn good. Callum. All right, 73 games played, 37 goals, 22 assists for a pretty bad team. He's got 1 year left too, so he'll be making bank at the end of the season. So full stats right there. Jason Roulier, let's see how he did. Only 27 goals. He was injured for most of the season. 48 games played. Injury plagued season for my arch nemesis here. He'll be also getting a pay raise most likely at the end of the season. That probably explains why North Dakota didn't do so well, because he was injured for most of the season. Myself, what did I finish with? +1! Yes! Yes, 4 goals, 7 assists. That's what I'm talking about. 11 big ones. Yeah. 11 big points. 90 hits, 90 block shots. You know, can't complain. Only took 116 shots. It's more like it. That's what I want to see. Oh, my nose is leaking. All right, Vince. I jumped up to an 86, so that's pretty good. Vince, 76 games played, 25 goals, 35 assists. He's got 2 years left on his deal. 25 goals. See how he did in the face-off circles. 55%, pretty damn good. Can't get scored on if you don't play. It's true. Viking, 85 overall, 25 goals, 29 assists. Is he on the end of his deal? No, he's got 4 years left. He did pretty well as well. He was a -14, though. Not a bad season, though. All right, T-Long. 9 goals, 9 assists for 18 points, -13. 83 overall, 3 years left on a $4 million deal. Not a bad season. Plus minus could be worked on, but you're also playing majority with a rookie, so you got to remember that. Zach Moffat to the Czech Republic Police. Coming up on his deal, he might get a bit more money, maybe $3 million if he's lucky. Not a bad season for him. 39 points, 21 goals. Can't complain. Patrick Colby on a new team, the New Mexico Rattlesnakes. Finished the season as 81 overall, 17 goals, 10 assists. 1 year left on his deal, so we'll be looking for a new deal. Centerman too, I believe, so we'll check his face-off percent, 55%. All the centers are pretty good. John Olive, another Stanley Cup under his name. 6 goals, 10 assists. He's got 2 years left on a 2.9. We'll see if he played in the playoffs at all. Did. 24 games, 5 points. 2 World Hockey Championships under his belt, though. So, the only guy I think that's... Gianni won one as well, I think, now that I think about it. Louisville Lions, Marcus Lee, who stepped up big for us. 82 games played, 11 goals, 19 assists as a 4 freaking liner. Pretty much for the entire season. Not too bad, 30 freaking points, man. There's a -5, but 30 points is pretty good. There's Gianni. Did he play in the NHL or AHL this year? AHL, so doesn't really matter what he did. Joel, I imagine, played in the NHL as an 80 overall. Let's see. Yeah, he did. 9 goals, 6 assists. Sniper McGee. He's got 1 year left on his deal. Let's see his giveaways and takeaways. 58 giveaways, 39 takeaways. Not too shabby. Corey O'Connor, unknown potential. Did he not play in the NHL this year? He didn't. Back into the A for him. Most of Matt, I imagine, didn't play in the AHL either. Or in the NHL, yeah. Another AHL year for him. Darren Manning, who didn't play at all. He was in free agency, which I couldn't pick up for some reason. And last but not least, Alex Thompson. 6 goals, 34 assists. The AHL veteran that he is. Puts up points every year, but can't crack the NHL, unfortunately. And then we'll check the full stats for Drew. 86 overall. He dropped down again, probably because of the injury. 922, save percentage 2.37, goals against average, 3 shutouts. $7 million a year for you. Save percentage has gone up at least. Still not your best year. Your best year was 22, 23, but not too shabby. All right, so that is going to do. We got $3 million in cap space. I think we have everyone signed besides Gallagher, but we're going to let him walk for the end of the season. So, pretty disappointing season. I thought we were going to make the playoffs, and we just fucking faltered at the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you next week for another edition of World of Hockey. So until next time, Herotheycallme for life to sweet me.